Live from the happiest place in the Lone Star State, welcome back to the Talking Mickey Project. TMP is your home for Disney fans of all abilities. Now, it's your host, Emma. You gotta dance.
Oh, everyone.
Oh, we got it. I think we got
Brian.
There he is. We had him muted.
Oh,
There he is.
hi everybody.
Excellent. Welcome, Brian Eisenhart.
Hey, I'm glad to be here. You get Emma. You were on my stream last night. It's only fair that I be on your stream today, right?
That's right. You and Mom were on. So that's pretty cool. That was fun. I loved it. I watched it downstairs and I was in the comments in the chat.
Yeah, thank you for that.
Yeah, that was cool. Good discussion about the DAS Pass.
Oh, yes.
How that works.
But apparently, Mark kind of said that we're going to be out of town on the screen.
Emma, would you please? You are live right now. Would you please stop worrying?
No.
Oh my gosh, Emma. Oh, Emma's a trip. All right.
Emma, are you being a little worrywart again?
She is. She is.
I
That's
don't
okay.
do that.
So I got a thing up there. Post a question in the chat. We're going to be talking about what, Emma?
Disneyland.
About what?
Disneyland.
About what?
Disneyland.
About what?
Disneyland.
Disneyland. Show your shirt.
Oh,
She loves this shirt. She wears this shirt all the time.
nice.
And you
Disneyland.
guys know why we're doing a Disneyland live stream tonight.
Why is that?
Because tomorrow is Disneyland's 57th anniversary.
67 years.
Wow.
Yeah, it's almost 70 years old.
Well, 3 more years.
Oh
Well,
my
let's say
gosh,
Hello
Disneyland is
to
old.
everybody. We got Mike Klemovich is here. Showed his comment earlier. Brian, of course, is here.
And the cat.
Jonathan is
Jonathan,
here.
of course.
Welcome, Jonathan.
Well,
There's Emma's mom. Melissa is
Hi,
here.
Melissa.
hi, Mommy.
Mary is here.
Hey, Mary.
I call her Mommy now. And
I'm looking. Okay. Howdy from Emma's mom.
Mom, are you on Facebook as well?
She must be on. Oh, yeah, she's on Facebook too. Okay, that's good. That's good. That confused me.
Yeah.
I'm like, what a coincidence.
Yeah, because Jonathan does that.
Okay. And who else?
Elizabeth.
Elizabeth is here. Welcome back, Elizabeth. And John is here. Welcome back.
Hey, John, thank you for stopping by my stream last night. I really appreciated that.
Yeah. And Jonathan says, happy 57th birthday to Disneyland tomorrow. That's right.
57.
67?
67.
67.
Yes,
He put
67.
57.
Pretend that was a 6 and a 7.
Okay.
We're
You know,
good to go.
I am 100% guilty of the crime of typo.
Yeah.
There you go. So we'll put this up. So a happy birthday button for Disneyland from Walt Disney World.
Yep.
Come on, Catboy.
Yeah, there we go.
So guys, if you want to talk to a former cast member at Disneyland, he is right there. That is Brian from Brian's West Coast Disney Adventure. And a huge fan of Disneyland also.
Of course.
This one and Brian and me.
Oh my
But
gosh.
we haven't been there nearly as much as Brian has. And Brian knows the place inside now. So if you got a question, post it, guys.
Now, here's what's really neat about Disneyland. Believe it or not, the oldest thing in Disneyland, you'd think it would be Main Street USA, right? But actually, the oldest thing in Disneyland was built before the park. It was placed inside Disneyland as basically because they needed a wall. So, Kevin, if you want to post that picture that I sent you.
Oh, yeah. Here we go. There. That's not it.
Nope.
This is it.
Yes, that wall right there. Ignore the people that are sitting in front of it. But that wall is a test brick pattern wall. Walt Disney, in his infinite wisdom, wanted to test out how the bricks would look when they're laid out for various sections of the park. And so if you notice, each layer of the bricks there is totally different from the one below it, because they were testing out various patterns of bricks for that for the walls. What they did was they were kind of looking for a place, well, we've got this piece that's been backstage for years. Let's put this over there around the drinking fountain next to the lockers there. So that right there is a piece that's older than the park.
Wow. That is pretty cool. That's a pretty cool story.
Yeah.
So they were testing out the look and everything of how they wanted to build the brick patterns, I guess,
Yeah.
right? And so they tried different things, and there it is.
Hello, Sumu.
Sumu is here. Welcome, Sumu. We were just talking about the test wall. And
Hey, Mandy. How you doing, kiddo?
And Mandy, welcome back, Mandy. All I got was a birthday button.
Oh,
You know,
tomorrow
here's the thing.
57th anniversary, Mandy.
That's right.
Here's the thing about what you get on your birthday. Cast members are really good at celebrating birthdays. You could get anything from a free cookie to you can get picked to do certain things.
Yeah.
Or you can even get absolutely 100% totally embarrassed by everybody around you.
Or fast pass when they used to have fast passes.
Oh yeah, you get fast passes for your birthday back in the day.
Yeah.
But what I like to do for birthdays, see, I told this story last night, and what we would do is when they would have the Parade of the Stars back in the early, like 2000, 2001, that was a parade that would allow guests to be in the parade and march down Main Street with as a part of the parade. But what they would do is that parade would get pretty busy, and they didn't always have enough guest control cast members to work it. So the guest control cast members would call out to all the stores in the area, all the restaurants in the area, and say, "Hey, send us some help." And so I would oftentimes get picked to be land help for the parade. My favorite area to be land help was over at the hub area, setting up the popcorn rope and then manning the walkway that's in front of over by refreshment corner. You're telling people that this is not a viewing area. Keep it moving. Keep it moving. But for birthdays, if I would spot somebody while I'm hanging out over by the popcorn rope, like say Emma was sitting there, I would come up to her husband. Oh, wow, look at this. We've got Emma here. She just turned 25 years old.
That's not clear.
Yes, I know.
He's giving an example.
Oh, okay.
I'm giving an example. So what I would do is I would say, ladies and gentlemen, we've got Emma here. It's her 25th birthday today. Let's give her a big old round of applause. And I would judge based on how many people I would get to applaud for Emma's birthday, how fun it's going to be.
There you go.
Because then I would say, all right, everybody, I want everyone to repeat after me. I don't know, but I've been told. And I would get this whole chant going. And my favorite line would be like, Emma here is getting old. And of course, Emma would be looking down and totally turning beet red and about to have a nice little giggle alert because it's so hilarious.
That was her.
And but that was one of the funnest things that I would do for birthdays.
And that's the thing. Yeah, you could find people are always in a good mood. I mean, usually. So other guests are there and they're happy to join in and everything. It makes it cool.
Yeah. So, and don't hesitate, Mandy, to wear that birthday button anytime you go anywhere for like lunch or dinner. And most cast members that really love their job, they'll notice that birthday button and they will give you treats. So you just have to wear your button and wear it proudly. Don't hide it under your jacket,
Like you have I'm wearing my birthday t-shirt.
A t-shirt. Emma had a t-shirt that said, I'm actually celebrating my birthday today. Yeah, today is actually my birthday because a lot of people go near their birthdays, right?
Yep. Like when I go in October, on October 29th, 30th, and 31st, I'm going to tell them, hey, it's my birthday month.
There you go. And
so
maybe someone will buy you a Mickey balloon, like Emma bought me one.
Yeah.
Aw.
Yeah, it's back there.
Right there.
It's in the frame. Yep.
Can you see it, Brian?
No, probably not. It's back there, but
Now can you see it?
no, it's too small. It's way
Too
back there
small.
on the shelf, Doodle.
Doodle. Aw.
Doodle. Doodle Bug. That was her nickname.
There's no coming now.
Or still call it that, yeah. We were talking about the test wall, and I want to show Emma's photo. Emma
yes.
had this was one of the things she wanted to get a picture of when we were there back in 2019. So look at the smiling face on this girl.
Oh my
with all of
gosh.
her buttons and her first visit button, her happy birthday button, her name tag, her lanyard, her hat.
Oh my
I
gosh.
think that's in there.
Yeah, it's in
right
there.
away.
And the
Okay.
test wall picture.
We need to put it
Nice.
back on.
So if people don't know where that is, Brian, it's on a little
Okay.
alley, but where would you
Yeah.
turn if you're
What
heading toward the castle?
What you do is you head down toward the castle. The first thing you got to do is wave at Walt Disney's apartment that's above the fire station.
Yeah.
As you pass by, you have to wave at that that apartment. Say hi, Walt, because he always has his light burning, because he was pretty much loved by all. So as you pass the fire station, you wave at Walt, and you head down Main Street, and you get a gander at that gorgeous looking castle. And as you're heading down Main Street, you're going to come to an intersection about halfway down the street. On the left-hand side of the street, you have Carnation Cafe, which, by the way, is a great place to go for breakfast. You have Oscar's famous breakfast there. They have a lot of comfort food for lunch or dinner. But that's not where you want to go right now. What you want to do is you want to head right, go towards the cone shop and where the lockers are. Right between the cone shop and the lockers is where they have that test wall. So now you guys know that when you come by to Disneyland in Anaheim, California, make sure you pay homage to Walt as you pass by, and make sure you visit the oldest thing in the park next to the Dominguez Palm, the test wall.
Yeah. Saying you might see Emma standing there with a big grin on her face.
You might.
In the dark.
if you manage to go around her birthday next year.
That's right. You never know. Oh goodness. Well, yeah. So Brian, you were talking also. Let me change this picture. I mean this color here to something a little different, something brighter but not so bright. I don't know. I'm trying to get it to where people can see it. All right. But yeah, you were talking about going past. Oh, I got too many buttons to click. Going past Waltz Apartment, which is over the fire department on the left-hand side of Town Square.
Yep.
And we did the Walk in Waltz Footsteps tour when we were there one day. And kind of the highlight of it was to go and do, where is it? Here. We got to do this. And that was go inside of Waltz and Lillian's apartment. And that lamp that you see in the window.
Right behind you.
Right there. See, wrong picture. Right. So you see the lamp in the window there? That's this lamp right here by the window on the right of the photo.
Oh, there you go. Nice.
So you can see Emma with her buttons and her Walk in Waltz Footsteps square button there on her name tag, because they all gave us one with our names on them.
I got the heart, Mac, and I got the hitchhiking ghost on my food thing.
Okay, hitchhiking ghost on your food thing.
Look.
And you can tell that there's a couch behind us. There's also one straight in front of us that you can't see. And both of those pull out to make beds. And that's where Walt and Lillian used to sleep.
Nice.
And the one
I did not get to go up there. So you guys have done something there that I have not done yet.
Oh, wow. Well, and the one we're standing in front of, I believe, was Walt's bed. The one on the other side, I believe, was Lillian's. And one of the cool things is it's got a full bathroom in there, like built-in chest of drawers and stuff. But in the bathroom, it has a shower that's got like 3 big shower heads. So you might see that in houses now as more modern, but he had it in his apartment at Disneyland years and years ago.
Uh-huh.
Where
Oh yeah.
everybody else came up with that.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Now the thing about Disneyland is Walt Disney, when he built that, when he dreamed up that park, he was over at Griffith Park, the observatory in the park out there, because they had this little merry-go-round.
Mm-hmm.
And Walt would watch his daughters on the merry-go-round, and he'd basically be sitting there on that park bench there, just kind of munching popcorn, watching his daughters on the merry-go-round. And he was like thinking to himself, I would really love to join them on that merry-go-round, but they're not going to let me because I'm apparently too big. I'm an adult. I really want a place where parents and their kids can go and have fun as a family, as a group, where parents aren't just sitting there watching, they're engaging in the fun with their kids.
Yeah.
And so I think you got a picture of that very bench.
We have a picture. I think there's one in the Walt Disney Family Museum in San Francisco.
Yeah.
There's one here.
Yeah.
We actually went to the carousel, and Emma got to ride well, they call it a merry-go-round there in Griffith Park. But Emma, do this. We got a lot of photos, but we'll show those one day. We need to do like a recap of that visit one day. But
oh yeah, that would be awesome.
But yeah, this is one of the benches that was there, along with Emma and Melissa, and that famous picture of Walt walking through the castle and on the wet ground when they cleaned the ground and all that stuff. Mm-hmm. And again, you can see Emma's first visit button and her name badge, which we got many, many years ago when she was like 4, I think. And she's wearing her Oswald jacket and her Mickey shirt. So
there you go.
She's got it covered. The brothers, Mickey and Oswald. Mm-hmm. You want to grab your bag of buttons and let's show?
Yeah, go for it.
She's got a bag right here of a bunch of buttons. Let's see what's in there.
Uh-oh.
She does have.
Let me take the pin out.
Well, just bring the bag. Yeah, it's just we do have this one. This is the one from the Carolwood Society.
Wow.
This is she wore this when we went to see Walt's Barn. And in Griffith Park. Yeah. This was one we got. We were celebrating our family day. And we got that one in Walt Disney World.
The neat thing about the celebration button is you can celebrate anything you want. Oh my gosh. I remember a story.
Yep.
That I saw.
That's okay.
I saw on the Diz.
Yeah.
And this story, every time I heard it, even months and months later, it still brings a tear to your eye. There was a family that was visiting Walt Disney World, and the young lady in the family was like 20 years old. Was going to bring her fiance to Walt Disney World, and what happened was he was excited to go. It would have been his first trip. And so he was planning everything. He's planning everything they're going to do. And what had happened was a couple weeks before they were supposed to go, he tragically died in a car accident. And so what happened was they decided to follow his plan and just continue on with it. And his name was Gage. And what had happened was, when they arrived at Walt Disney World, they did everything that he wanted to do. They followed his plan, including going to Sci-Fi for their first meal there.
Yeah.
And they had these celebration buttons. I'm celebrating Gage.
Mm-hmm.
Their server, they saw the button. And they asked, what it was all about. So the family explained the story about Gage. And they asked what his favorite character was Buzz Lightyear, and the server ended up going to the manager. Manager visited him, and then he took off and came back about 15 minutes later with a huge bag full of stuff for the family
Oh,
to
wow.
celebrate the one that was lost, including a Buzz Lightyear hat. And, I mean, it was just cast members at Disney parks are some of the most amazing people you'd ever want to meet. I mean, you can look that up. It's on the Diz's great cast member stories. But every time I even think about that story, it brings a tear to my eye, because it's like, you know, I mean, it's a great place. Even when you're having a loss, you still celebrate someone and have a great time, which that family did.
It's a great way to remember, huh?
Exactly. Celebrate Aunt Betty on my mom's side.
Yeah, that's something you can do, huh?
Exactly.
That's something you can do.
He recently passed away a few days ago.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Passed away. That's right.
Oh.
But now both of our family have both lost their Aunt Betty.
Yeah, we had an Aunt Betty on both sides of our family, and both of them have now.
Hey, I had an Aunt Betty on my dad's side.
There you
my
go.
dad's older sister was Betty, and she passed from cancer several years ago. Yeah. So,
yeah. Well, do you want to show your button? We had Emma made a special birthday button through Etsy. Go ahead.
Hey, Dennis, it's this man.
I put it on. Let's do this, and I'll put that up. Yep. I will put the comment up in a second. No, you have to put it by the camera. Here, we had one of these made on Etsy. Etsy has a lot of makers that will do really cool stuff.
Oh, yeah, totally.
So this says, "It's my birthday, foolish mortals."
I like that. That's awesome.
And then, we have a bunch of other ones. We got fewer in this bag than I thought we did. But we've got a bunch of other pins and buttons and stuff that that we used to wear and probably will again wear right in the parks. Isn't that cool?
I'm looking at Mama's comment on Facebook.
Okay. Let's stop focusing on the chat because you're slowing down the comments. Let's go back to DizFan. Welcome, DizFan 9212. Hello, everyone. Sorry I'm late. Can't wait to enjoy and be part of the topic. And our topic tonight is Disneyland.
And their 67th birthday tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Right.
Yay.
And Dennis Knoll joined from Australia.
Hey, mate.
How did it say hello in Australia?
Good day, mate.
Good day.
Good day, mate.
So good day, Dennis. It is Sunday in Australia. He's always a time traveler.
So in other words, it's already the 17th where he's.
That's right. That's right. You are correct. John says we should name ourselves the TMP Squad. Hey, that's a cool idea.
You know, that's a great idea.
Hey, we need to do that and get some buttons made. Look,
there you go.
Hey, John, this is one of the things that we did a long time ago. Emma's mom and I used to do a separate website
called
Mouska Foodie because I had a foodie website in South Carolina. And we had these made, and that was the little logo. It said Mouska Foodie. And it had what was it? Oh, a fork and a spoon in Mickey's pants. Like just sticking up like a utensil holder.
Yep.
And we each had one of those. And when we wore them to Walt Disney World, the cast members would say, "Where do you work? I've not seen that one before." And it's like, we don't work here. This is just for our website. But maybe we can find somebody who makes things like this and have some made for all the TMP Squad.
Oh, totally. Kevin,
cool?
you want to highlight DizFan 9212's comment there? That one, yes.
I love giving feedback to cast members and how they give magic. How they give that magic to us feels like one big happy Disney family.
It is, right. And here's the best way you can do that. Disney City Hall or Disney Guest Relations has a Twitter page where you can leave a cast compliment to any cast member who has done good and helped you out in a positive way. What they do is they will be rewarded for those cast compliments. So anytime you leave a compliment for a cast member, the cast member finds out about that compliment within a week. And it's also the place you go if you have a not so magical time, and you want to express
Yeah.
concern. Now, we don't like having that happen, but the only way they can fix those issues is if they find out about them.
Mhm.
So leave the comments, good and bad. I mean, we don't like getting the bad ones, but we need them to grow. Okay.
And Disney has definitely made it easier with technology to do the compliment.
Oh my gosh, Disney and technology is just amazing.
Feedback I could get
Yeah.
for that.
One of the things we used to do years ago, and now I guess it's a little different because of the way they deal with hotel rooms and all. But with the house, well, they used to call mousekeeping, housekeeping in the room, is we would bring envelopes and leave tips for the people that were working in the hotels each day. And then now I guess they don't come every day, but that was something that was always cool because those are not cast members that typically interact with guests all that much.
No, they don't. But sometimes they do. Sometimes you will run into them though.
Mm-hmm. But they definitely make your stay, a lot better by doing what they do.
Totally. So
that's pretty cool.
But now, just so you're aware, the cast members themselves in the park, unless they're in a tip position, they're not supposed to accept tips. Now, I was in custodial busing when I started there, and I would make magic memories all the time with lollipops or whatever, just even crazy birthday bits like I did for Emma there.
Yeah.
And we're not supposed to accept tips. We have to refuse. The union would say you have to, if you refuse 3 times, then after the 3rd time you're allowed to accept it. Sometimes I've had guests stuff a 20 in my shirt pocket before. I'm like, can't really say no to that. But what we would do is we'd say, go to our manager and say, hey, I got this tip from a guest. What should I do with it? And 99 times out of 100, they'll just say, keep it.
Yeah.
Very rarely they say, oh yeah, you need to donate that. Yeah, donate it to me,
Yeah.
But that's just management in general,
Oh yeah. All right. Well, one of the other things, so we showed Emma with the test wall.
Yeah, where I put my name tag.
Emma
Wilson.
Emma and us in Waltz Apartment. Mm-hmm. And we showed the bench. The other photo that Emma wanted to put on was this one that was demonstrating, I think it's up here right in the corner, immediately to the right of the Coca-Cola lamp is a half red and half white bulb.
Yep. That was brought to Walt's attention when they were. Oh, and Mike, I'm going to get to that question in just a second, okay? But that light was when they were installing the red and white lights at Refreshment Corner. The electricians were saying, we've got one extra light and it's not fitting the pattern because we're stopping it at red on one side, so it's not fitting the pattern. And so Walt said, okay, let's just take that one light bulb and paint one side of it red and one side of it white. And that was the solution for that little dilemma that they had of the mismatched number of bulbs. Now, as far as Mike's question goes, because Mike Klemovich had a really good question, how does Disneyland celebrate its birthdays in the parks?
There you go.
That's a great question. Number one, first and foremost, they have an annual pass holder pin that they give out to the first, say, 5,000 annual pass holders that show up. Oh. And number two, they also have festivities throughout the day in the park. Now, if it's a big birthday, like, say, the 60th a few years back, they had a whole year of celebration where they had a special fireworks display, where they had the special parade going on. Yeah. And there was blue and white everywhere for the 60th celebration. And that was basically what they would do for the big birthdays. I remember for the 45th, when I was a cast member, all the cast members had 45th birthday name tags. So they'll do that for special birthdays too.
Yeah, they've done the special one for the 50th for Walt Disney World. There, it's an iridescent name badge in Walt Disney World. What?
Mom has a question for me.
Okay. We'll get to moms, but let's put this up next. Okay. So DizFan says, glad that Disney now has cast compliments on the WDW app. Because sometimes when I go to guest services, City Hall, I would sometimes forget their names, but I did remember that special moment. There you go.
I'll tell you this, Diz fan. Even if you don't remember the name of the cast member, if you tell them what time the event happened and what the event happened, where it was located, they can almost always find out who it was.
Yeah.
And now, Mary, I'm going to get to that question in just a second, but I believe Melissa had a question for Emma.
Yeah, that's what
Melissa was but it was after Mary, so I was putting them up in order.
Of
Melissa
course.
said, "What's your favorite attraction in Disneyland, Emma?"
No, because Emma, what was your favorite attraction?
Same thing.
Oh, I think I know what this one is.
I think one is past tense, right?
Yes, it's past tense.
Oh, that's a weird one, though.
No, can you answer the question?
Well,
Thank you.
What was your favorite question? What was your favorite attraction, Emma?
Oh my goodness.
Disneyland Haunted Mansion.
Disneyland's Haunted Mansion. Now here's a question for you: which is better, Disneyland's Haunted Mansion or Magic Kingdom's Haunted Mansion?
I'm not answering.
What do you think, Emma?
Which one do you like better? You like the outside of Disneyland, the inside of Disney World, right?
Well, clearly like a little smaller, right?
But it's got Hatbox.
Yeah.
Ghost.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, we're going to go into a tangent here.
There we go. Okay, now,
Mary's question.
How hard is it to audition to be a Disney cast member?
Ooh.
Okay, this is how hard it is, all right? First of all, it's not necessarily an audition. You go in there and you have an interview. But before you have the interview, you have to take an online quiz. And it's a bunch of guest service related questions that you have to do rather well on. It determines your role that you would be adequate for. Now, when they bring you in for your interview, this is unique amongst a lot of jobs that you'll ever have, is they give you an interview with 3 or 4 other applicants at the same time. It's a group interview. Now, what they're looking for, and this is an insider secret here. See, when you're working at Disneyland or Walt Disney World, you're working with the general public and people you've never met before on a daily basis.
Yeah.
So what they're looking for is, how are you when it comes to meeting strangers?
Like how you're feeling.
Yeah. So if you're just sitting there one-on-one talking to the interviewer and you're completely ignoring everybody else in the room and you're thinking, oh, yeah, I nailed it. I got all these questions right. Nope, you failed.
Yeah.
You failed because they want to see, are you willing to talk to your neighbor? Are you willing to introduce yourself and have fun with the people around you?
Yeah.
It's not a normal job. You're dealing with people you've never met before all the time. So you have to be comfortable with that. If you're not comfortable with that, it's not the job for you.
There you go. That's true. It's constantly interacting with guests, right?
Mm-hmm.
John says, or asked the question, does each birthday have its own color scheme?
I think they do, right?
I believe it. I believe it does, and that's primarily because anniversaries have different themes. Like the 50th anniversary is gold. The 25th birthday is silver, and I believe the 60th they said was diamond, but in reality, I believe the 100th is diamond.
Ah,
And I know the 75th anniversary is Emerald.
okay.
So when 75 comes around, everything's going to be all green.
There you go.
So we want a great Patrick Day or on a different day.
Disneyland has on St. Patrick's Day. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It'll be appropriate for St. Patrick's Day, right?
Yeah.
All right. Mike says, Brian, if someone wanted to work with planning other guest trips, would they go through the same process?
Honestly, I don't know, because that would be, I mean, I honestly am not sure, because I think that is a travel agent position.
Yeah. There may be like the customer service people that you call,
Yeah,
1-800.
I think they go through a similar process, but I'm not 100% certain, because I never interviewed for that. And by the way, Mary, based on your video that you had with Emma, I think you would do rather well. I genuinely do.
Too. I think so too. Oh man. Well, let's see what else. Do we have any other photos, Emma? Do you remember?
Yeah.
I think that was them. Yeah, I think those are the photos we had to share. We did have the picture of the castle. And in Disneyland, and this is it's got the fancy pattern of the shingles on the roof and all that. So this is after it was renovated most recently, right? And
yes, that was actually taken.
Right.
That picture I believe was taken on Jennifer's birthday, which was the 31st of May.
Okay, there you go. So that's what it looks like right now.
And now the thing about that castle is a lot smaller than the castle over in Walt Disney World. It's a lot smaller. And what they do to make it look as big as it is forced perspective. That's a little kind of a camera trick where the second floor and the third floors up there get smaller and smaller as you go up, so that when you're looking at it, it looks like it's way far up there, but it really isn't. That was another trick that Walt Disney would use. What?
Hey, Jonathan, Disney World actually did have at one point their own airport.
Disney World did actually have an airport for a little while. It was called the Stol Port, STOL, and it stood for short takeoff and landing. And now it's just used as a storage area.
Yeah, they took out the
off, behind the scenes, backstage, sort of. But
hey, Michael.
It used to have that for a little while.
Hey, Michael.
Dizvan says, Brian, what was in place of where Galaxy's Edge is now that was there on opening day in 1955?
Ooh, that's a great question. I do believe what was in place there when Disneyland opened was probably orange trees.
That's what I would guess.
Because where Galaxy's Edge is now is on the other side of the river. And when Disneyland first opened, they didn't have Critter Country.
Right.
So that area, they basically had Main Street. They had Tomorrowland. They had Fantasyland. They had a kind of a picnic area where the Matterhorn is, like a hill where the Matterhorn is. And they had Adventureland, and they had Frontierland. They didn't have anything else. Now, granted, they did have the river, but they had nothing behind the river other than the train. So there really wasn't anything on that land that Galaxy's Edge is now.
Yeah.
Now, what used to be there before Galaxy's Edge opened was Big Thunder Ranch, or Big Thunder Barbecue, which, by the way, was one of the best places to eat in the park.
There you go.
Don't think they used to have that walking trail.
Hey, looks like Crazy Mike is in now.
Oh yeah.
I saw it earlier while y'all were talking.
All right, so John has a comment. Skipper Dad, have you ever thought of jokes if you were a real Jungle Cruise skipper? Oh, I would love to. I imagine it would be hard to be original. That I would think it would be hard to be original.
But no language.
What they do for the Jungle Cruise, they actually have a script for that ride, and they have several approved jokes that the cast members are allowed to say. Now, for certain times of the year, cast members can kind of get away with stuff. Like, for example, on grad nights.
Oh yeah, it's kind of crazy.
They'll get away with the more risque jokes on grad nights, especially on the backside of the river.
Like when you do that.
Oh yeah, there's one. It's I'd call it PG, but
oh, right, PG. I'm calling out the grand night itself.
Yeah,
it's well, yeah, it's not.
That's
not
one of those
best.
times that was always kind of crazy, I guess.
Oh, I guess
yeah. Grad nights, because you tend to deal with some rowdy teenagers.
Mm-hmm.
It tends to be a little bit more relaxed when it comes to being sweet to everybody, because sometimes you have to put these kids in their place because they can be, well, to put it bluntly, jerks.
Yeah.
Well, annoying actually.
Well,
yeah.
All right. Well, one of the things, this reminds me of one of my favorite jokes from Jungle Cruise, and I think Melissa probably knows which one it is. I don't know if Emma knows. But when you're coming around where Trader Sam used to be toward the end, right, and you're waiting for to go back to the dock.
Rick, I am a credit though, including an African Indian.
Okay. The joke was,
I met the American.
Can I tell the joke?
I met the African tribe.
Yes. Can I tell a joke now?
Yeah.
Thank you. Oh my gosh. Timing is everything with jokes, and you're making me slow down. So anyway, all right. So the joke was that the cast member would say, as we approach the dock, you might feel a jerk. Don't worry, he's there to help you out of the boat. I love that joke. That is my favorite one.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
That one, you'll notice there's a dock on the right and a dock on the left, and that's called a paradox. There's a bunch of good ones.
Oh yeah, and there's some that are pretty bad too. Like the grad night joke was when you come across the python up in the tree, the cast member would say, and over here is the python. He's the longest snake on the river. And if you want to see the second longest snake on the river, I'm off at 6.
Oh, geez.
It's pretty bad. But
Mike says, I just remembered a good question I had. Where is the tree where the little man lives in Disneyland? And is he still there?
Yes, he is still there. And he lives in Adventureland. I don't remember exactly where, but
they built a little door and all there's a book called The Little Man of Disneyland, and it's about like a leprechaun type character. Mm-hmm. And we got a copy of one sent to Emma by who?
Ron
Schneider. By Ron Schneider, the original Dreamfinder. He sent a copy to Emma, and it talks about that, and it's related. Donald Duck's in the story, and all. You can check it out. It's one of those little golden books. Check that out.
I remember those.
John says Patrick's tree. Oh, okay, the tree. That's by the tree, I guess. Let's see what else.
T-Ball
Hello.
baby.
Oh yeah, there's T-Balls. Hello, all 30 days. Wow.
Nice.
30-day countdown. Do you T-Balls? Do you and your family do the traditional single-digit dance when you hit 9 days, where everybody has to be excited and dance? Because we have done the single-digit dance, I believe, in the past.
Oh my gosh!
Come out the ring.
I will be too busy to worry about a single-digit dance when I go. Oh my gosh! But I am planning on packing everything up that I need on the Thursday before I leave.
Oh,
we're flying out on the Friday, the 28th, and I'll have my suitcases packed and ready to go on the Thursday before. And what's going to happen is I'll get off work at 1:00 most likely, get home, and Jennifer's parents are coming out here. They're going to pick me up. We're going out to dinner. Then we got to catch our plane at 6.
There you go.
So we're going to have
on.
Yes.
Game on.
Yeah, it's going to be fun.
The Diz fan says, I really enjoy how Joe Rohde fulfilled Walt's vision with Animal Kingdom. Had no idea Walt originally wanted wild animals until I watched Behind the Attractions. That's right. He did for a Jungle Cruise.
Mm-hmm.
And do you know that when they were building, this might have been in there, I'm sure, or not, I'm not sure. But when they were building Animal Kingdom and they were building the raft ride, remember the raft ride?
Kali River Rapids.
Kali River Rapids.
They were originally going to have a lot of tigers in there.
They were originally going to wrap the river through the animal exhibits until they talked about it, I guess, to the handlers and the veterinarians and all those, expert animal people. And we're told that lions actually, and not lions, tigers actually like water. So they said it's not something that you want to do because they can actually jump pretty far.
Yeah.
And all that. So if you look at Kali River Rapids on Google Earth, you'll see that it's a pretty short route, and it wasn't supposed to be that short originally. And this question, Sumu says, I always wondered if you were a real skipper. Just your fantasy job. That and driving the monorail. Maybe I could retire one day and be an old skipper.
Well, there you
go. Bring that Jack Wagner voiceover.
Do Jack Wagner's voiceover? That
no,
would be
bring
cool.
that.
Oh, who first came up with the backside of water joke? I don't know.
I think that might have been one of the early cast members on the Jungle Cruise. They came up with that.
I'll tell you what, that's like in the most people know that joke, right? Most people.
Oh yeah.
Even if you don't go a lot.
I mean, they even have water bottles that they sell in the park.
Yeah.
That says the backside, the backside of water on the backside of the bottle. And it's written so that you read it through the water.
Look at this. T-Bold says, we do a dance every day. The kids wake up and ask Alexa, how many days until August 16th? So they've got Alexa as part of their countdown tradition for their trip.
That's cool.
We used to do those cardboard rings, and you'd make cardboard chains and tear off a chain link. We used to do those when Emma was young. Those were fun. Here we go. Patrick Vigara, the little man in the tree. Thank you, John. That's cool. Thank you.
Thank you for looking that up for us.
Oh, here's combine the two. Tell jokes on the monorail. They ought to do that. That would be fun. Especially at the end of the day when everybody's tired.
Unfortunately, the monorail at Disneyland is pretty much just a ride. It does serve as transportation going from Tomorrowland to downtown Disney, but it's, for the most part, it's just a ride. It's not really a transportation. Unlike the glorious transportation network at Disney World between the Magic Kingdom and the Transportation and Ticket Center, and Epcot and the Transportation and Ticket Center.
Okay.
What are you doing?
Yes.
Talking to Daddy, Brian.
I'm trying to find something real quick. Here we go. StreamYard's giveaway tool. I'm trying to get there. Hold on. Giveaway page. Y'all give me 1 second. All right. Let's choose broadcast. Which one are we on?
We're on.
Oh my goodness. I don't know which one we're on. Oh, this one. We're live.
We're live.
And Brian, give us a Disney word. A name, a term, something people might like.
Oh, okay. One term that we learned, now this is more of a corporate term, but Disney was really big on synergy, which is basically promoting movies in the parks and promoting the parks on the TV shows. Basically, all the divisions promoting each other through their special means. That's kind of a corporate thing of synergy. You'll hear that in other corporate jobs as well. But one that Disney came up with is environmentality, which is basically the mentality of environmentalism, meaning that's why you have the recycling cans in all the parks. And there is a custodial job that their sole job all day long is sorting through the recycle stuff.
Wait, but how do you spell it?
Yes, I got it.
There's a white line.
Yeah, but yeah, they actually do recycle. So don't go putting non-recyclables in the recycled trash can because that makes the custodial cast members that much harder.
They have to do it themselves. That's
They
right.
they have to do it themselves. But another Disney term is, well, at Disneyland, they don't have rides except for one. That one ride is Mr. Toad's Wild Ride.
There you go. The rest are what?
Everything else is an attraction.
Ah, that's a good word. Let's use that one.
Yeah. Yeah. Every experience at Disneyland and Disney World is an attraction. It's not a ride. In fact, the department that mans those various attractions is actually called attractions.
There you go.
Go figure, right?
Han is asking, what is Melissa's dream job at Disneyland?
Oh, Mom, can you type in the comment again, please?
She can't. She can hear you.
I
All right.
know. Let
In
me
the
go on
chat,
the chat.
if you'd like to be a guest next Saturday.
Well, Wednesday.
Right. No, we're going to do Saturday. All right, guys. So we got something new we want to try.
Uh-huh.
We have a giveaway tool that StreamYard has. And let me see if I can find the share, not share screen. Share,
File.
maybe it is share screen.
Yeah.
Share screen.
Yes.
Okay. Chrome tab.
Window.
There we go. Is it up yet? Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Here we are. So we have a keyword to use.
Oh.
So what we want you to do, if you'd like to be a guest, just like Brian is tonight, on the show next Saturday night, we will send you the link to do that. But to be part of this, you have to type in the word attractions in the chat.
In cap.
We're going to give you, a minute or so to do it. Then we're going to hit the giveaway tool and it'll randomly pick someone that wants to be on the show with us next Saturday night.
Oh, that's a really good prize there.
It's a fun idea. We're going to give it a shot and see if it works.
Yeah.
So Melissa, you can't be on.
Yeah.
You can be on if you want. But anybody else that's in the chat,
how
how
about this? If Melissa wins, then what happens is this.
Uh-oh.
You draw again.
Yeah, we'll have to draw again.
No, hold on. But instead of Skipper Dad Kevin hosting the stream, Melissa would be the one hosting.
That'd be okay.
So that's only if Melissa's name gets picked, then you redraw, and that person is with Melissa and Emma.
There you go. That'll be cool. All right. So
that's a compromise here, right?
We got Mandy, we got Mike, we got
Patrick.
Melissa twice. We got Mary, we got Patrick.
I got Patrick.
Yeah, Jonathan.
You said Patrick? Okay. So guys, post the word attractions in the chat. It'll show up here, and that way you will be entered into the contest, basically to join us next Saturday night, like Brian is tonight.
On Facebook as well in the comment guys.
That is a great idea.
If you see the white symbol on your phone or tablet, you tap on it and you can type a comment into it for the live stream.
All right, so we've got
it's on there for Facebook Live as well.
Yep.
I'm done.
Is it my turn?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Anybody else that would like to put attractions in your chat comment, just type the word attractions. You will be part of the giveaway where we will invite you to be on the show next Saturday night.
Looks like Melissa's in there twice.
Uh-huh.
And
Trying to double her chances.
It doesn't matter.
Really wants to host it, doesn't she?
So who else? T-Bowles is in. There you go. Guys, if you haven't posted attractions in the comments yet, go ahead and do it. We're going to give you, let's do it this way. We're going to give you 60 seconds by our little countdown. Boop. So put attractions in your comment in the chat if you would like to be part of the giveaway to be on Emma's show next Saturday night live.
Yeah.
Well,
Looks like we have everybody that's wanted to be in here. It is already in it there.
We got 21 people watching, so there's a few that haven't yet.
well,
I know
Claudia
Crazy
now,
Mike.
he went down.
Crazy Mike would love to, but he's going to be partying it up.
All you need to do it is either a phone with a camera and microphone, of course, or a computer with a camera and microphone. You don't need any other special equipment.
Oh.
Yeah.
What?
I asked Blackwood earlier how he's feeling better.
Well, good.
He was at an event earlier today.
Well, you're online telling everybody about Patrick's health.
Yeah.
We're glad Patrick's feeling better. He was a little under the weather, but he's doing good,
Yes,
sounds
indeed.
like. Oh, my goodness. All right.
It's
We are
all right.
back. We're not going to do 60 again. We're going to go back to this, and we're going to do this, and it's time. Did I spell it correctly?
Yeah.
Yes, I did. Start collecting.
Wait, it says draw.
And draw. Let's see who it's going to be.
And the winner is Patrick.
Got it.
Well,
Patrick,
Patrick,
you are our
congratulations.
Why
winner.
are you yelling?
All right,
Oh
now
my
I
gosh.
Wow.
I think that was it now.
Congratulations.
The
Patrick.
internet just closed because it was so loud. Oh my gosh.
Patrick,
Oh, my
congratulations.
goodness.
You.
Sue Moo says, I'm too shy to be on. Well, you are always welcome. If you want to, let us know, because it is fun to be on. I think
Yes.
Brian would
Sue-
tell you that too, because Brian's doing his own channel now. It's really fun to be on.
Oh, yeah. And this week, this coming week, I'm going to have a special guest. It's a guest that everybody here knows and loves,
Ooh.
but I'm not going to mention who it is.
Ooh. So Patrick, you're the winner.
Patrick,
We will send you the link
congratulations.
for
I
next Saturday night.
can't wait to see you on there next Saturday night.
There you go. Jedi Magic and More says,
Holy cow, I won.
Holy moly, Emma. Yay, Patrick. Congratulations, Patrick. Congratulations, Patrick. Congrats. Congrats, Pat.
All right. So now we just have to determine what topic it's going to be for next Saturday.
Yes. Patrick, you have to help us pick a topic.
Yeah.
Emma wants us to show you this too. It's kind of like a fast pass for Haunted Mansion.
It's also an Etsy product.
It's from Etsy. It's basically like a keychain, but it's a miniaturized fast pass.
Not real.
And this one has 4:10 on it as the return time, because that's Emma's birthday. 4:10.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
And the first day we went to Disneyland, we went to Haunted Mansion on the first time in Disneyland was October 21st, 2019, and that is on here as well.
That was Halloween.
October 21st, not 31st.
Yeah.
Suggestion, we should help pick. I agree. That would be a good idea too.
Yeah.
We have a live stream Wednesday night. Why don't you guys throw out some ideas for topics for Wednesday night?
Oh,
that would be cool.
That's a great idea.
And then Patrick can pick for Saturday night.
Yeah, that works. What about a topic for Wednesday being? Let's see. I know you guys have some amazing Disney memories, so have somebody on that's a big fan that has some favorite Disney memories that you guys can all share.
That's a good idea.
You mean add another person?
Well, like what's your favorite Disney memories, right?
Yeah.
Or the person that's coming on. Right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Oh, I know. On Emma's birthday next year, her favorite Disney memory is gonna be getting a big old huge bear hug from me.
It'll be fun. We can't wait to get there. We are looking forward to going in April of next year to Disneyland for Emma's birthday.
I don't see when that is. What day?
Yep.
What day?
We'll see.
Ooh.
But
Rock and Roller.
Yeah.
What other movie
Michael
should
says.
Disney do an IP on? Well, I don't
Hmm.
think that Disney should IP on anything. That would be pretty bad.
Do some independent or individualized stories, sort of like they did with Pirates and Haunted Mansion, right? Things that
Yeah.
were not based on movies originally.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Downtown
Disney.
Disney versus Disney Springs.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's a
Because
great
Downtown
debate.
Disney used to have Cracker Island.
Well, I think they're talking about Downtown Disney and Disneyland versus
Disney Springs over at the Disney World.
Disneyland Downtown Disney is smaller than
and it's
Disney
still
Springs.
called Downtown Disney.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
And
still called
and
Disney Springs Downtown Disney.
and the best thing about Downtown Disney at Disneyland, number one, it's free to get in.
Oh.
And number two, well, if you take I take the bus. So I just get off at I just get off at Harbor, get off right in front of Disneyland. Excuse me, got the hiccups. And
Oh.
and then I just go straight down past the parks and just go right in. No payment to get in. But the neat thing about it is it's walking distance to Disneyland and to
Yeah.
DCA.
There you go.
So you don't have to take a bus. You don't have to
Disney World is definitely not easy to get to.
No.
It took me to get from Downtown Disney before it changed to Disney Springs. To get from there to Magic Kingdom, it took me about an hour one time. When
Yikes.
We were there. It was a long time. And I took a boat, a bus, and a monorail. And it took me an hour because that was the fastest way I think I knew to do it at the time. Well, it has been an hour.
That's a good topic idea, Mary.
Diz Fan says she loves that idea too, or he loves that idea. I'm not sure. Diz Fan is a lady or a gentleman?
Diz Fan, what's your name? I like addressing people by their names.
Yeah. There you go. But that is a great idea. So it would be a cool topic. What about that for a topic for Wednesday night?
Oh, really? Original show?
Yeah,
totally.
Talking about the shows that are on there that haven't been elsewhere.
Yeah,
right. That are original to that network.
Okay.
Oh, I've got a great idea. You know, at the Disneyland Hotel, we have Goofy's Kitchen, and over at the Contemporary, you have Chef Mickey, which is essentially the same thing, a character dining buffet based off the Fab Five.
That would be a good one. Oh,
yeah, I've only been to Goofy's Kitchen, so I do have my my bias as well. I'm a Californian.
You got to tell us. We need to have you on after you get back from your trip. Talk about what your experiences were for the first time.
Oh, totally.
Yeah.
I would love to be on after I get back. Why don't we schedule? We'll talk after the show then.
Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like I was saying, it's been what?
I have to tell everyone then.
What? What do you want to tell everyone?
Yeah, I greatly apologize if I made you get earlier with my mal announcement.
She apologizes for making everyone their ears hurt when she screamed earlier.
Oh, no big deal.
I was just doing an announcement like the announcer usually do.
Okay, it's fine. Don't worry about
that. Emma, never apologize. You don't need to. Okay. I mean, I appreciate that because it's very polite, but you don't need to.
My hearing will come back in no time. Don't worry about it.
Exactly.
It'll be fine.
Exactly.
So what I was trying to say was that we have been on for an hour.
Yes, we
an hour and 5 minutes.
You want to wrap it up?
Yeah.
Yes.
And then Wednesday night, we'll talk about original Disney Plus shows. I think that's a cool topic.
That's
and then
a great
Saturday
topic.
night, we'll be on with Patrick and whatever topic he picks. He picks. Can't even talk. It's been a long day.
Tongue clicker.
Why don't you say thank you to your guest? Who is that?
Thank you, Brian. Welcome to coming on my show.
You get a special heart.
Thank you for inviting me. Oh,
thank you so much. And y'all go out and make sure you subscribe to Brian's West Coast Disney Adventure. He's got a new channel. He's out there Emma was on, as well as Melissa was on his channel last night. So you'll see the show out there on the channel. It was really
It's all
good.
about
It was fun.
It's all about the Disability Access Service.
It was a very good
Yeah.
show. So yeah, I would go do that. That would be cool. And then before you leave, hit the thumbs up,
Yeah.
hit the
Yep.
like button on this video so that other people will find it. Or we will send Kermit after you.
Ribbit.
So you say thank you to everybody and we'll wrap it up.
As always, everyone, thank you all so much for watching. Make a like, comment, subscribe, comment, and share this video with your family, friends, and neighbors.
Comma. Period.
Yeah. Until next Wednesday, guys. See you real soon. Next guys, see you on Wednesday for the Disney Plus original show, movie, whatever it is, etc.
Etc. Are we there yet at the end?
Yeah.
Okay, I guess so.
Thank you, John. I appreciate that.
So, as a tribute to the gentleman who talked about I think it was Mike that came up with the question. Who came up with the original backside of water joke? Here's one for you, Mike.
The backside of water!
Oh my
We will-
gosh, that hurt my ears worse than Emma's.
That
yell.
was loud.
What? My squeal? My
No.
squeal?
No. So we will see y'all Wednesday night at 7
Yeah.
Central Time.
And make sure everyone to
Good night,
say
everybody.
happy anniversary to everyone tomorrow
That's
on
right.
Facebook.
Yay.
Tweet about Disneyland tomorrow. Post
Yes,
about Disneyland
yes.
tomorrow.
It's 57th anniversary.
That's right. So good night,
57th
everybody.
birthday.
See y'all soon.
Mm.